I just don't think that we have the luxury right now to sit down and just hope our way through this. I love Barack Obama. I love that message of hope that he always talks about. But I don't think hope is going to be what brings us out of this. Just hope that Donald Trump doesn't do this. Hope that the administration doesn't do this.
You are a tireless sort of public servant,
Mm.
honestly. What made you decide to do this again, to run for Congress again with this show and everything and all the vitriol? And I want to talk about that first, and then
Yeah.
I want to get into the plaque.
Well, so there were a lot of factors, right? But the number one thing that pushed me over the edge as I was considering it and doing this and that, I, like a lot of you all, remember it on a Saturday afternoon when we watched the news in the video in Minnesota of Alex Preddy getting murdered. That was the moment where I tried to not watch it. I was like, I'm not watching this. It's I'm having a good weekend. I'm got supposed to be hanging out with friends, and
Mhm.
I couldn't not watch it. So I put it off for like 2 hours. I was like, I've been good. I haven't. And then in a couple of chats, people were talking about it, and I was on the news. I was like, all right, let me look at this. And it was just so horrible. And in that moment, that was the moment that I said, all right, I'm absolutely doing this. But to even get
Mm.
to the point where I was considering it is because there's so much work to be done. And I just don't think that we have the luxury right now to sit down and just hope our way through this. I love Barack Obama. I love that message of hope that he always talks about. But I don't think hope is going to be what brings us out of this. Just hope that Donald Trump doesn't do this. Hope that the administration doesn't do this. It's going to take actual effort and boots on the ground effort of people actually doing the work, rolling up your sleeves, doing things that you don't usually do, being in uncomfortable spaces, to save us the discomfort of years, decades, generations going forward that we're going to have to suffer through if we don't do anything now. So, I've always tried to been solutions oriented instead of like going on social media and just saying, I'm so mad, I'm so mad, I'm so mad. All right, just trying to do like righteous anger. Let's do something about it. And that's always
Mm.
been my motivation to say, all right, it's bad, or what do we do about it? So,
Mhm.
And this is why we love you. And you do it with a smile. You are a happy warrior. And I think that, if anybody ever questions your resilience or your fight, they're insane because you seem to be able to combine being a happy warrior and also very intense and commit in
yeah.
your commitment for your fight in this here. And I think that's
Mm.
part of your appeal. I talk about this a lot, that the difference between some of us that are in this space and others is that we do it from the heart.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
that, it comes, we say it with our chest.
Yeah.
And that is something that I think people are looking for and that people are hungry for, because there's so many people are so disingenuous in this space. And that's certainly not you or the people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah, so when you actually are doing thing for the something for the right reason, it's hard to be sad. You're right. A lot of people lead with they're very disingenuous about their reasons, their motivations, their desire. Like, I just want to help. I want to be helpful. I want to be useful. I want to make this country better for people that are suffering. And that just gives me pleasure. The pleasure is when they're actually living the life that they are uh, they're living their best life. Just to put it in a song of living my best life. Um, but that's my thing. And also, when you say I do it with a smile and everything like that, that's a tribute to my mental health and how I take it very seriously, and I don't let the negativity consume me. Or if it does consume me, which it kind of does, it's always on my mind. I use it in a way to motivate me to do something else. So I'm
Right.
always motivated by doing something and not just sitting around with this hatred and anger. I have it. It's absolutely there, but I know I'm smiling because I know that one day that I'm going to be successful in whatever the hell that I'm doing.
And, I'm glad that you brought that up, because part of who you are and what you've done post January 6th is really lean into the importance of mental health for not just law enforcement officers and, but also for Black men
Yeah.
in mental health, because sometimes it's taboo in the Black community, and they, it's like you don't talk about it if you go to therapy or whatever, and that's crazy
Yeah.
because people there's a lot of trauma, and there's nothing wrong with therapy. I'm a big advocate for it. How whatever you need to do, there's no shame in that. And I think when
Yeah.
they see someone like you say, listen, we need to take care of ourselves, and there is nothing wrong with talking to someone about things. There's nothing, wrong with that, whatever moniker you want to put to it. I think that that representation is so, so, so important.
There's a lot of people that will make fun of you for showing emotion, showing vulnerability. It's not weakness. It's not at all. It's actually to the contrary. I think showing vulnerability and emotion is strength because
Absolutely.
you're allowing yourself to put in a position where but you're still in control. Like I say, I may show emotion, I may show vulnerability. Hell, I got mocked and ridiculed for crying during my congressional testimony, and people were making me into the Jordan meme. I thought it was kind of funny, but like, I didn't care. Like
Right.
I'm fine. People like to bring people down to where they are. The
Right.
negative people, the trolls, because they're miserable. Their lives are horrible. They don't have friends. They didn't have their mother or father to give them a hug or kiss them, or friends that say, "Hey, you were my best friend." They didn't have that, so they want
Hmm.
to bring you down to feel what it is like to be them.
Yep.
And it sucks for people like that. I feel for people that are very just living their life. Hell, I've watched some of your live streams, and some of the people that just in the comments are talking just so negative. Like, dude, go touch some grass or something, dude. Do
Right.
something. Like, what are you so
Right.
angry for? Like,
Yep.
we're here. We're happy with our lives. We're happy. We're not happy about the state of things, and we're actually trying to do something about it instead of just being trolls on the internet. So I just don't even pay attention to it. And but there are people that will always embrace you and support you when you don't think that being vulnerable is for you. There are people
Yeah.
out there that absolutely embrace it.